Go, Didi, Daddy.
Minodi mama, fi mama di veli, galengal ten mama maiden, fi mama di veli.
I know you gonna dig this.
Alright, we slowly but surely getting things up to date. This installment is called A Caribbean Scene at Popenguine. So we've collectively put in as much work as we could as individuals and collectively as a unit/stage. At this juncture of the journey, we're at the crossroads of evaluations. We've concluded all assignments and most importantly, our language proficiency interview, or LPI for short, a standardized assessment of our functional speaking ability in our local language. The staff at the training center gave us 2 days off while they meet as a collective to see if we earned our stay. They've all been watching us and evaluating us, even when we thought we weren't being watched. Every encounter was a part of training and or evaluation. It is my understanding that during these 2 days of evaluation, names and files of each of us would be presented and assessments would be provided / destinies and country determined. For some, it was a nerve-wracking 2 days. For others, they did their best and decided that 2 days would be celebratory. And what better place to celebrate other than at one of Senegal's first and only natural reserve beaches located at Popenguine. Popenguine is described as a pretty small village weekend getaway and home to many locals in addition to European/American immigrants. The area is so well known that the president of Senegal has a presidential residence overlooking the beautiful panoramic view. The natural reserve park status not only makes it more tranquil for the people there, but most importantly gives needed/necessary refuge to a myriad of plant life, alongside numerous species of animals that would have most definitely been compromised without such protection. My first impression upon walking the pristine/abundantly sandy shores was that it was a bigger version of the Virgin Islands' Magens Bay, one of the world's top 10 beaches. Now, for those of you who may think this is a biased statement because I'm from the Virgin Islands, you don't have to take my word for it. This claim is well corroborated by the known and reputable source, National Geographic. But I digress. The initial impression that accompanied Popenguine sank deeper within, way beyond anything superficial. I even felt more comfortable alongside a genuine sense of belonging, especially after seeing its identical Caribbean makeup. As the Atlantic breeze, whitecaps, and energy of the open ocean encapsulated me, I found myself reflecting on the many Africans stolen from their homeland during the transatlantic disaster. Who would have landed in the Caribbean first before the voyage's final stop in mainland America? I reflected further on their long journey, a Caribbean-bound destination, and something in me felt a bit at ease, knowing that despite the uncertain fates of the many stolen, for some, their new Caribbean destination would have had a resemblance of the life they were being deprived of back in Africa, a familiar comfort in a dark and evil reality. I've told many of my stage mates time and time again that where I'm from in the Caribbean is more similar to Senegal than that of mainland America, from the mannerisms to the languages to the foods and the culture. The Virgin Islands are U.S. territory, yes, but aside from that title, a large percentage of it is very similar to all other Caribbean islands known to me. And seeing that it is an American territory, it's a desired destination for many citizens of other non-American countries seeking to get into the American system. A Caribbean hub, or rather melting pot for people from many walks of life, just like Senegal. We regularly get individuals from Cuba and Hispaniola who are sometimes sent to Florida for further citizenship processing if their wishes manifest, but that's not always the case. Digressing once again. Popenguine was a beautiful mini vacation escape from those 3 months of pre-service training. All stage mates, with the exception of 2 individuals, took advantage of this getaway. Those present pooled together monies and rented out beachfront properties/suites, well-deserved treats. We tried our best to cut down on associated costs, so we borrowed pots and pans from the training center and did most of our cooking ourselves, which turned out to be a stressful situation/disaster for the team of 7 who took on the kitchen duty. It's one thing in knowing how to cook for a group of 6 to 12, and quite another thing in successfully cooking for a group of 50+. I'm so glad I opted out and avoided all that confusion, overlooking the few extra dollars in exchange for meals on time and a peace of mind. Looking back, I wouldn't have had it any other way. There were a plethora of food choices, restaurants, alongside many beautiful sights and views in walking distance. Despite the hiccups here and there, overall, we had a great time. Even those who were somewhat worried about the outcomes of the LPI and the evaluations conducted by staff. The 2 days granted to us went by so very quickly, and inevitably, all good things must come to an end. But I still somewhat try to immortalize moments in time by taking a few minutes here and there to document such experiences, and I'm so glad that I do this. However, I found that sometimes the here and now me wants nothing more but to enjoy the here and now, but the introspective collective me wants to come back at some point in time and reminisce on the past happenings, to reflect and to share something grand with others, something more than just a vague recollection. Having the discipline to journal isn't an easy one, but those who take the hobby seriously can definitely wholeheartedly agree that when months and years have passed by and there is a desire to take a stroll down memory lane, it's nothing better in the world than having had the clairvoyance to create a time capsule, or rather time machine, that can in so many words take you back in such style and class faster than any other recollection can. And this, my friends, is definitely something you just can't put a price on.